Alright guys, what is going down and welcome to episode number 3 of the Shred series. I'm going to show you exactly in the next few shots my macros, my calories, my meals. You know, it's really good because I don't have a competition right now that I'm training for. On days where I don't feel like training one body part, or I feel like doing a little bit more, I feel like doing a HIIT workout because I'm going to enjoy it more, incorporating some rowing, all the stuff I actually love to do. It's like I can do that because I don't have a comp. Like, it's not like I need to train chest, I need to hit it again because it's my weak body part to bring up. And just some nice changes into the training because I'm doing this for more lifestyle. I know that sounds crazy, trying to get this lean for lifestyle. 4% body fat. Speaking of 4% body fat, I actually just wanted to quickly chat to you guys here and really identify, you know, what possibly 4% even looks like. I've been doing a lot of research the last few weeks because I see all the time on my channel people are like, oh man, you're not 6%, you look more like 8 or 9%. On my old videos a few years ago where I was extremely shredded, where I, you know, said 4% in the title, people are like, man, this isn't 4%. There's just so much misconception around actually being a percentage of body fat. I've been watching a lot of videos around the place, people getting DEXA scans, people getting skin fold tests, and the results and how people look are all just so different, so all over the place. I'll put on screen now, there's this guy who did a DEXA scan and his results were like 5.8%. The guy looks like he's 2% body fat in my opinion. And then I've seen Rob Lipsett got the scan, I think his came out leaner than this guy's. Rob's looking more like 7 to 8%, I would say personally, more closer to where I'm at now. From what I can understand, it's pretty impossible to accurately measure your percentage of body fat to the T. I've actually been thinking about going to get a DEXA scan, doing some skin fold tests, seeing where I'm at now, but I just want to make it clear, when I say 4%, I'm essentially referring to extremely just fucking shredded. My idea of 4%, I'm going to put on screen a picture of the leanness that I want to acquire, the look of. This is what I consider to be between 4 and 5% body fat. This is my goal, this is what I'm trying to hit in exactly 3 weeks. So with that being said, we're going to get into episode 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the edit. I enjoyed the workout, it was nice, like I said, a little bit of HIIT. I'm going to get shredded as long as my diet is in check and I'm doing my scheduled expenditure through workouts every day, whether that's weights, HIIT, or my cardio, or both, or all. I'm definitely hungry for this next meal on my diet. We've got fruity bites. This stuff is absolutely amazing.
Sounds like cereal.
It is cereal. I feel really good on it. There's heaps of fiber in it as well, so it regulates your body. And fiber, I've never really paid attention to it. It makes a huge difference, man. Fiber, like having that in your diet, it just, you feel so much healthier. So I don't know, I can't be fucked with like supplements and stuff in the morning. I should be having fish oil, which I have been slacking on. I will start doing that, but I definitely wouldn't be having a fiber supplement because it's just another thing. I'm just like, I don't want to have that. But if it's in my food, we're good. I'm lucky we discovered Uncle Toby's Fruity Bites. Alright guys, so here they are. Meal number 3, Uncle Toby's Fruity Bites. Having 120 grams of these. This is like the best part of my day. I'm actually having 100 grams. I said 120, that was last week. And I'll also have 200 grams of unsweetened almond milk. So you guys, for my current daily diet, my breakfast is 3 eggs in the morning, a can of tuna with a hot sauce. My next meal is then chicken, 250 grams with 125 grams of basmati rice. Woolworths basmati rice, make sure you always look at the backs of your foods. And then my next meal is this one here, which is the Fruity Bites. I've got 100 grams and I'll also be having a protein shake. Usually I'm having this directly after my workout. And then my next meal is some mince. We've got 220 grams with 250 grams of the tomato basil Uncle Ben's rice. Now I can finally eat this. So guys, in this vlog we're actually going to go and see what body fat percentage I'm currently sitting at. I know there's a lot of speculation as to body fat percentages, so regardless, we'll have a look and see what my scan comes out as. I want to get a skin fold 4-point caliper test as well. For where I'm at right now, I'd think I'm sitting between 6 and 7%. Another thing I just wanted to quickly say, in this thumbnail that you guys have seen on this video, that was me 4 days ago, actually not even feeling the leanest. I felt like a bit soft and I don't know, not the best. I'm definitely a lot leaner now. And some other news, new V2 track shorts have just landed in the country. I just need to clear them through customs. I'll announce later in the vid when, actually no, it might be on screen when I'm gonna drop them on the Gymsteez site. We've got the pink, we've got the teal, we've got the black. Yeah boy. So guys, meal number, actually this is usually my meal 3 or it's my last meal. With my meal ordering, I just do whatever day to day. Sometimes I just don't feel like this shake during the day. And then it gets to the end of the night and I'm like, I'm hungry, but I'm like, I don't want to shake, but I'm like, I have it. I don't like protein shakes, guys. They make me feel just a bit, like, you know, just not the best. Just such a convenient way to get your protein. my cardio and tanning is done and dusted. I'm just here at the shopping center. I'm waiting for Jem to finish work. I actually just wanted to quickly do like a little bit of a spiel on alternatives for food. I know when you're out and about, it's really hard sometimes if you're trying to stick to a diet to stay on it. But if you've got a supermarket near you, you can always get a lean meat source. So for me, usually I'll get a packet of like these shredded chicken breast and just get some ham as well, just some plain ham off the bone. These are the things you got to do to get to 4% body fat, man, like legit. You know, I was looking at going to get a nice salad with like mayo and shit. You know, it's like, oh, it's a salad, it's healthy. It's not. Like one serve of mayonnaise will blow your fat out for the day by like 15 grams, and that's a lot when it comes to really breaking that plateau. So shredded chicken it is. I have never been this light since like 8 years, man. That's fine. I better be shredded if I'm that light. Alright guys, so today we're doing something exciting. I'm gonna go and get an in-body composition test. It's where you stand on one of those things, but this is quite a high-grade machine. So from what I've done a bit of research. The research I've done leads me to believe that this is probably the best in-body machine that you can stand on and get the most accurate reading, because some of them, like, they're all over the place, honestly. So I don't even know if there's much point in doing the test, but I just want to do it to literally to experiment. So guys, we're here at the in-body place. Apparently I've got to rub this on my feet and my hands. What does it do? Just help conductivity?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's better. There's a good lighting in here.
It's not terrible lighting. So we'll do your height first. So if you jump onto the height machine, so facing the white wall, so facing this wall here. Yeah. So what it's going to do is just going to give you a quick bop on the head. So it's just measuring your height. So just think nice and tall. So we've got your blood pressure and your height. I think it's to keep you calm.
Alright guys, so the moment you've all been waiting for, the results are in. The body fat analysis in-body 770 scan has come back at me, and it has told me that my body fat percentage is 7.5%. So, you know, I went in thinking between 6 and 7% is what my current body fat is. I still believe I'm that. This could be a massive ramble, but I want to try and do it as compactly as possible. Basically guys, there's 3 main ways of getting your body fat. Actually, no, and there's another one I've seen. It's this weird one where you go, no, there's 2. There's one where you go in like a capsule and you don't breathe or some shit. It's an air bubble thing. I saw Vitruvian Physique did it. It had him at 2% body fat, which he was like, what the fuck, that's so stupid, because I think he did a dexa and he got like 6 to 7%, and then this one's saying 2%. They're all over the place, all the fucking methods. But the one thing I can gather is if you're gonna, no, because even still, if you're gonna do one, basically you just shouldn't do any tests. You should just look in the fucking mirror. How are you looking? Like, that's what matters. Get a video camera and put it on you. How are you looking? I actually wanted to get a Caliper skin fold test. I love the calipers, man. That's how I grew up before all this technology, testing body fat with calipers. So when I actually did my 4% body fat videos ages ago, 1 week before a lot of those vids were shot, I actually got my skin folds done, and they came out at, I think it was like 5.2% body fat. So after 5 days with my carb up and everything, I was a lot more glycogen filled, my skin was a lot tighter. That's where I got this 4% number, and I was like, I'm going to title in this video what 4% body fat looks like. Because I would have estimated that I would have been between 4 and 5% body fat. Obviously, I'm not going to title the video 5% body fat, what that looks like, because 4% is obviously what draws more views. Pretty obvious, right? So I'm going to link the video below actually. So now in terms of this testing, this in-body has had me at 7.6% body fat, right? I was guessing between 6 and 7 is where I feel like I'm looking, but then again, I'm just basing that on what I've always known for my 4% to have been those years ago. So that's kind of like my perspective on it. Here's where everyone's perspectives get funny, because you're only ever going to base what you think a percentage of body fat is based on your own current experience with how you've been tested, how you've done testing. That's why everyone's different, because everyone has different experiences with getting their body fats measured. Some people do it with calipers, some people go get DEXA scans, some people do inbodies, some people do inbodies which aren't this inbody brand, which this seems to be a really good brand of the machine where you hold the things. I've seen some other ones and they're like really bad and weird and budget. Basically, my conclusion to all of this, how do you look in the mirror? That's what matters. If you film yourself or if you get a friend to look at you and be honest with you, how are you looking? If you step on a bodybuilding stage, you're getting judged on how you look. How tight is your skin? How tight is your skin around your abdomen? And another thing as well, like right now my physique, within 3 days, I could make it look completely different by 3% body fat from just carving up really well and getting the right pump and having maybe the right supplement to make me more vascular, or cutting my water or sodium. There's just like so many different things you can freaking do, and it yields those kind of that different look of a body fat percentage. But realistically, aren't you the same body fat percentage? You guys get where I'm coming from? So one thing I want to note about the machine that I was on, from what I gather as well, if I had drunk 2 liters of water, let's say, that machine would have registered that as muscle mass in my system. So I didn't drink before doing this, which leads me to believe, what if I had carved up massively for 3 days and then had all this extra glycogen in my muscles before I did the test? Then it's going to say obviously I'm another kg or whatever heavier in muscle mass, which means my body fat percentage would drop down so that it, you know, could register me at like 6.5%. So it's just one of those things as well, like there's always a margin of error. I'm really glad I did this test. It's really, you know, like interesting to see. And compared to a DEXA scan where you actually go in it, this is what Rob did, this is what the other guy did at the start of the vid. They actually lay down this machine and it registers. I don't know exactly how it does it, but you get a lot of radiation transferred into your body from that. Probably not the best thing to be doing too often, especially just to know a number, which, like I said, to even know this number doesn't even matter. Just look in the mirror, just have video footage. Another thing with the DEXA, from what I gather, the DEXA is probably the most accurate of body fat measurement, but then I've heard that the machines differ completely from one to another. So it's just like, what the fuck? Just what the fuck? I'm getting confused now because I've watched so many vids on this, and I was like, I'm gonna make my vid on body fat, and now I'm just here like it's all just so wishy-washy. Another thing, from what I gather with DEXA scans, they measure the fat inside your brain, the fat inside your bone marrows, and it's just like, okay, so what if someone's got more body fat in their brain? Like, we're not saying, oh, he's an extra 0.5% more body fat when you look at him, because it's like, you can't even see that. So I think we need to go with body fat all on how someone looks, right? Isn't it like the best measurement? That's what I personally think anyway. I'm gonna put this diagram on screen. I feel like, in my opinion, this is the best diagram to measure what your body fat percentage is. I've always looked at this, I've always seen it online, and I'm like, yeah, that seems about right. I'm gonna put some clips right now on the screen from when I was 4%, quote me or not, maybe I was 7% because I had body fat in my brain, whatever. Like, but this is what I think me to be 4%. And guys, watching this, you know, this footage on screen right now, you have to remember as well, this was shot like 5 years ago on probably an iPhone 3. Some of it was on my iPad. This is shot on cameras which were not by any means close to like the HD kind of quality that you're getting on iPhones and stuff today. So that's another factor as well. So yeah, basically guys, I'm gonna end the vid here. I'm sick of talking about body fat. I'll see you guys on Wednesday's episode. It's gonna be a good one, so make sure you tune in. And Freezma, I love you guys. You better thumbs up this video because I don't want to talk about the word body fat ever again. I don't even want to title my series Journey to 4% Body Fat anymore. I just want to get shredded, okay? But I can't call it Journey to Shredded because I'm already shredded. New neon shirts, gymseeds.com. Thursday as well, new V2 track shorts will be dropping on the website. We got pink, we got teal. It's gonna be good. I'll see you all on Wednesday's episode. I hope this video was enjoyable for you. And how good was Matt's edit at the start? What an animal.